first, it's an honor and a privilege to be named a Woman of Achievement. I have been able to accomplish many things in my career, and to be recognized by brothers in my community means a lot. That the long hours and hard work that I have put in haven't gone unnoticed. And not that you worked for an achievement, but it's a privilege to be honored and appreciated for the work that you do. Well, there's many women in my life that have poured into me. I always start with my grandmother because she is someone that I admire. She's since passed, but just instilled in me what it means to work hard, even when you don't have a lot of resources, to work hard and achieve your goals. And my mother as well, who raised me as a single mother and went back to school to get her master's degree and continue to work hard and did a lot of sacrifices for me. And in her career, she was a social worker and worked with developmentally disabled adults. And that really instilled in me the importance of seeing everyone where they are and helping them achieve their best. And the women that I've been able to know in my church, Bethel AME Church, are really community rooted, from my SOARs and Delta Sigma Theta to the other work that they do and Jack and Jill and so many other organizations, just trying to uplift us as children as we were growing up in the church, but even as an adults, continue to pour into us. So that those women in my life, among many others, have inspired me to make sure that I'm grounded in the work that I do. I think to ensure that you love yourself enough and that I am enough, no matter what the outside world tells us, that I am enough. And that, I think, is so important for women to understand and really have it deeply rooted within them, because the media and other forces can really try to push you into a box and try to tell you who you are. But for you to know for yourself who you are and that you love yourself enough, I think allows you to move further and do a lot more without that added pressure of trying to fit someone else's ideas of who you should be and what you should think and how you should look and all the things. So, yeah. I'm really proud of the work that I've been able to do for the past 7.5 years. Currently, I serve as the Chief Legal Director for the Michigan Secretary of State's office. And in that role, I've been able to curate a program to help returning citizens as they return back home. We worked really hard with our partners at the Department of Corrections to create a returning citizens ID program so that each resident that's returning home from prison gets an ID or driver's license upon exiting prison, which allows them to be able to get a job, to be able to go back to school, to do all the things that they need to do to reintegrate into society much faster, instead of trying to have to get all their paperwork together and then visit us at a Secretary of State's office to do that work after they get out of prison. That is so powerful for me because I know that in that first year after they return home from prison is most crucial for them. If they're able to get their things together and really get rooted into the community, recidivism rates plummet. And that's important for not just for them, but their families, for our communities, and particularly that it impacts disproportionately Black men and women because of the structure of our criminal justice system. It is helping our community most specifically. So I'm grateful for all the work that I've been able to do over my career, but I think that that is just so important and impactful for individual people. And when you work in public service, even as you work as an attorney, sometimes you don't get to see the impacts of the work that you do in a tangible, real way. That is one of the things that I know impacts men and women every day here in Michigan in a real positive way. I'm not as serious as I put off. That I like to joke, I like to laugh, I like to have fun. But I understand that the work that God has put forth to me is very serious, and I take it with that amount of seriousness. And so my face sometimes is stern, but I like to laugh when I'm hanging out with my friends and get to listen to music and laugh and joke. I love to do that, but I also understand that I have a very serious role to play, and so I'm focused a lot. But in my off time, I like to just chill out and laugh. Yeah. My name is Khyla D. Craine, Esquire, and I'm a woman of achievement.